Good evening and thank you for joining us. The death toll from coronavirus has jumped dramatically tonight after New York City said it has been undercounting those killed by the disease. The city now says an additional 3,700 people who died without being tested are presumed to be victims of the pandemic. Tonight, the death toll nationwide now tops 25,000, without including those new deaths. And confirmed cases are nearing 600,000. Even with those increases, today the nation's governors began laying out their plans for slowly getting people back to work, including rearranging schools and restaurants with fewer desks and tables to allow for social distancing. But President Trump is calling those plans a mutiny, saying he is in charge of lifting the restrictions nationwide. And as we come on the air tonight, the White House says it has reached an agreement to bail out America's airlines at a cost of $25 billion. There's a lot of news to get to, and our correspondents are standing by. Mola Lenghi leads off our coverage in New York City tonight. Mola?
Well, Nora, for weeks now, we've heard that New York City's death toll is actually higher than what was being reported. And late this afternoon, just that was confirmed. The health department is now counting probable COVID-19 cases. More than 3,700 people who died, mostly in their homes as well as in hospitals, before a confirmed test.
There's been a long journey.
33-year-old Janet Mendez beat COVID-19 after spending 2 weeks in the ICU. Across the country, more than 44,000 have battled back.
Almost everybody is on oxygen, and almost everybody is a COVID patient.
But for others, the fight continues. New York State saw 1,600 new coronavirus patients in the last 24 hours. After including presumed COVID-19 victims who died before being tested, today more than 3,700 were added to New York City's death toll.
You look at the past few days and the number of lives lost, it's basically flat at a devastating level of pain and grief.
At the same time, testing is ramping up. This Brooklyn site was set up to target hard-hit minority communities. But today, coronavirus task force member Dr. Anthony Fauci said America still does not have critical testing infrastructure.
We have to have something in place that is efficient and that we can rely on, and we're not there yet.
General Motors today announced it's meeting its pledge to produce 6,000 ventilators. CEO Mary Barra said the first batch just rolled off the automaker's Indiana plant assembly line.
I have to think this is one for the record books, but it really is the cooperation between the Ventec team and the GM team, the initial engineers, the manufacturing specialists.
The virus toll is heavy for essential workers. In New York City, at least 59 transportation workers, 23 members of the NYPD, and 5 members of the FDNY have succumbed to the virus, including EMT Gregory Hodge, a 24-year veteran of the department and 9/11 first responder. But 30-year-old Daniel Spano is evidence the virus does not discriminate.
I thought I'd have my son forever. I'm just so devastated.
Spano was a fitness trainer in perfect health when he got infected.
He called my parents and he was like, I can't. And my mom was like, you can't what? And he was like, I can't breathe. So at that point, my dad, went to go to his apartment and on the way called an ambulance for him.
He died without any of his family by his side.
We had to say goodbye to him through an iPad. My baby brother is sitting in this hospital bed, dying, and we couldn't do anything for him. We couldn't go and comfort him.
Well, again, testing remains an issue. Mayor Bill de Blasio announced today that later this month, the city will purchase 50,000 tests per week from a company in Indiana, in addition to producing 50,000 tests per week on its own. Some, including Governor Cuomo, are skeptical of that, Nora.
All right, Mola, thank you.